No.
There we go. So you got this bottom class, which is kind of be silly, but let's take this part.
That was the no. The bottom class is the bottom of the screen.
I know, but
Okay.
but it's also the player container.
Right.
Yeah.
It was really more the important part about it, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going to take this out. Well, not take it out entirely, but I'm going to go to player, and I'm going to come down to here. I'm going to say render, and I'm going to put above it. And that's a lot of DOM elements.
Yeah.
So but whatever. So first off, I need to know the DOM elements I'm going to be making. So this, oops, this dot DOM elements is equal to an object. Don't know what it's going to be yet, but I'll put it down here for the moment. An object with,
The name.
we got the container. That's one. That's what this whole thing is, the
Right.
container of the entire player. And then I've got the name, and that's going to be this guy. And I've got the oops,
Gems inside of it.
score, one piece at a time. I just go from top to bottom, right? Got the score of this text right there. No, not sure why that's blue. I'll put a quote around it.
No, because you don't have the coin.
Oh, maybe that's partially too. Let me see. Okay, good. And then I've got all these gems, and I don't really care about the particular thing because I've got classes I can use. So,
The classic gem.
so I'm going to put gem div. So I'm going to put like a mine cart. No. See, because otherwise, if you're like looking here, like pop up Sleepy 2 and stuff, or Sleepy Ruby, Sleepy Diamond, like making all those classes or IDs, that's laborious, right? So if I want to put more players, it's a pain in the ass.
That's
So
what we had.
up here, replace that. Okay. So now down here, I'm going to show you a trick having to do with something I call cloning. Well, it's not I call cloning, it's called cloning. But index, so I'm going to put a div down here at the bottom, div ID templates, and inside there is this sucker, which I will call, let it be called player. I'm going to get rid of Sleepy because I don't care about that anymore. And I don't care about this ID anymore. And that I don't care about anymore. And all these IDs, which screw that up. Okay. Giant keyboard. Across my entire arm. Okay, and then this died pop up. Okay, get rid of this thing for the moment.
Right.
Put it back later if you need it. Put that back on the same line. Okay, so
Those ones are just there to placeholder.
Mhm.
Basically.
style, all the CSS, template, templates,
I think you.
templates. Display none. Don't show me.
Right.
And then down here, var DOM clone is equal to templates dot player. Players. Player. So now dot clone. So I just made a copy of this entire DOM element.
Yeah.
Right.
So now,
What the?
so I can make it in HTML
Yeah.
and then reuse it.
Yeah, well, it's like it's just trippy how that the whole process of that.
And then I can say, for example, well, I guess I can start attaching things to it. So I've got up here,
Is
Some-
player the class down there? The dot part of it?
yeah, it's because it's there's a player class
Oh,
here
yeah, okay.
inside template. So template's greater than player. Boom, boom, boom. So this is going to be equal to just the DOM clone straight up. The name is, I really want to copy that thing so I can just look at it directly rather than going back and forth.
Mhm.
So I'll put this, that's why I put that comment there in the first place.
Right.
So like the name is the H2 inside the player name inside the player. So that is DOM clone dot find dot player name greater than H2.
So H2 under player name.
So it's in this element.
Mhm.
There's a div with player name, the H2 inside that.
Right. Directly under it.
The score is DOM clone dot find score dot score underscore text, which will give me this element.
Mhm.
And then the minecart will just be this entire thing of DOM clone dot find finid gem dot gem div. Okay. So now I fill this up, and I can return this dot DOM elements dot actually just DOM clone. Well, I'll do it this way. Dot container. So what I can do with this is I'm returning it because the child shouldn't dictate where it gets shown. It should dictate what it looks like,
Mhm.
and then the parent says, where do you go?
Yeah, right.
So in the game board, when I render the player, this guy right there, I'm going to say var player DOM is equal to player.render. So now I've got the DOM element from the player.
Mhm.
So now I'm going to go back to HTML and add a proper class or ID on there. Player dopey, player creepy, sleepy.
That's the next one.
Yes. Hidden.
ID
Long
equals
last
player container. And then in player dot, no, not player, there's a game board. Oops, damn it. Pound that dot append player DOM. And now every player that you add gets their own cart.
Right.
Mhm. So how do we add more players? If you
Well-
want to, like, where do you select how many you have?
Well, first off, let's see about having a new branch. I can delete with abandon.
Mm-hmm.
So you left.
That's like the last part right there. Yeah, where the div is, because that
It
Grumpy
seems like-
was the last like copied player that was copied, and it had a lot of the sleepy shit from the first
Mhm.
one. That
So now in the main game here, I can get rid of
Game
this,
board, yeah.
and I can say, for example, and I really want to add the name now too. So game board dot add player grumpy. Go back to the game, got add player, got the name, this dot mine, comma name. So I'm just passing it down through there, right? Very
Right.
with me on that?
That's naming the Grumpy.
Right. And then
Creating it.
passing it down into the player. I've got up here the name, this dot name equals name. Okay, cool. So now in the main, we're going to add player grumpy, sleepy,
Creepy.
creepy, and dopey. So that'll make 4 of them.
Mhm.
And in the add player of game board, it will add it to the array.
Right.
We'll push it there. It'll get the DOM element from it, and then it'll add it to the container. So right now, it might explode. We haven't done anything for a while. Okay, so we got a broken JavaScript somewhere.
Was it because there's also
It's a point count.
for each player there was a class with
Yeah,
the
well-
player's name that had the.
Yeah, we'll get to that stuff. We
Okay.
haven't
I
done
didn't know
it.
if that was why I didn't show up. That's all.
No, just 49. Oh, my update players. Okay. So that's on player. Oh, wow. Okay. 40. Oh, it's on player.
Players, yeah. So it's all of our individual trying to.
Huh, okay. For now, I'll do that soon. Okay, good. Refresh. No errors, good. And 4 carts.
They have the numbers already.
Well, that was because every one of them had a number to begin with, right?
Mhm.
It was just what was
Now, right
next.
now, they're all kind of generic.
32.
Like there's no player on them, right? So that function we had update player, which was this happy one. We're going to go through the DOM elements and just update them with our current values. Now the name's never going to change, so so down here, oops, oh, it's okay, didn't do anything. On name, I'm going to put this. Oops. This .dom elements .name .text is this .name, right? So now refresh here,
Ooh,
creepy,
go creepy.
and then for the mine counts, we're going to say this .update player, sure, and we need to do something with that. So up here, I'm going to paste this. I don't need to change the name, and I'm just kind of using it as an example. I don't need to change the container. The score does need to change, so this .dom elements .score .text is this .points, and this .dom elements .minecart. So I got to go through each one. So our minecart is our minecart, conveniently enough. Okay, get rid of that. Okay. For var gem in this .minecart cart. This, so the DOM element is, we've got this DOM element minecart, right, is pointing to this div, right?
Mhm.
And inside there are all these gems.
Yeah.
So I can say in here, this .dom elements .minecart .find, to find something with jQuery inside of it,
Okay.
something with a dot in front of it plus gem. So topaz, for example, right? Find this guy.
Wow. Okay.
That's right.
Dot text this dot minecart at gem. So now I think I got an error. Didn't show up.
Yep.
What did it say was a problem?
Scores undefined.
Yes, points. Well, no, it was score. Score for that, but so easy way to figure that out. Don't try to figure out what's wrong. Look at it. Debugger. DOM elements, undefined, score. This, we're on the right thing. but it hasn't happened yet. Oh, there's an update player being called from somewhere else. So it's not the one I was doing. So this one is update player being called from add player, being called from initialized apps. So there's update player being called from player. This is line 10. Oh, it's up in the constructor. That's why. So I need to pop up to here and see how I did that was, it's like, okay, the variable doesn't exist. I know the variable should exist. There should be at least something. I'm in the right, and I was in the right object. Right, so down here I'm like, okay, that's bogus. That's bogus. That's right.
Right.
So like, okay, well, with what I was calling down here, the DOM element definitely exists before it.
Right.
So it's not me. So I looked over here like, well, who called it? Well, oh, player. Click on this. Oh, that's who called it.
Right.
So now I gotta go to the code, up to here, get rid of it. Refresh, get rid of the debugger. Get rid of the debugger. Refresh. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Wow.
So now its problem is that they're being appended after. So easy enough. Find out what the hell element this is. That's your instructional modal. So your instructional modal in CSS z-index1. Ta-da.
Oh.
Close.
What's Z index?
Z-index is the vertical index of elements.
Right.
When
And then,
something's covering it.
and then one means that it's dominant, so we want it to be show up.
No, it means
or-
it's so nothing is basically like 0.
Right.
So everything's at level 0. Now they're kind of within the sub layers above each other, but you set it to 1, it's above anything that's at 0.
Got
You
it.
set it to -1, it's below anything at 0.
Okay.
We can also go 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Don't.
So what happens when we put instead of 1 we put 2? It'll still
They'll be above anything on 1.
Right. Got it.
There's a whole meme about that. So now we need to be able to advance through players. So after someone in the game, after they mine a gem, which is here, we need to then this dot go to new player, because I always want functions for everything. Go to new player. This dot current player is ++. If this dot current player is equal to this dot players dot length, dot length. This dot current player equals 0. Now, one last thing we want to add is something we can see who the hell is a current player. So make something simple of like woo-to-do.
Like a glowing border or something?
Yeah. Player drop shadow. I don't know how to do it. CSS drop shadow.
Text shadow. Or no, it's box shadow. That's
Oh,
what
box
it is.
shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we had that for the one of the prototypes or memory match or something. Yeah.
Next.
There you go.
No, it's better if that is the kind that fades. Yeah, with the.
It's like offset and then the fade or the blur distance.
Yeah.
So sure, 5 pixel, 5 pixel line, and then on the current player, you state the current player is mark active. This dot DOM elements dot container dot add class current player. The nice part about having the DOM element as a property in an object is you can just go back to it anytime you need to. You don't have to worry about which ones you're talking about. Just like, oh, this dot DOM element, these are mine. We'll kind of make this cheap and in game board, come over here and say, okay, This dot players. So first off, every element that has dot current player, remove it. Just get rid of it. And then this dot players. Let's go. We do that the legitimate way. Legitimate or illegitimate?
Still legitimate.
This is like saying like it's like I really shouldn't be doing this because
Right.
I'm not going to DOM and manipulating it their DOM element.
Uh-huh.
Realistically, I should do it this way of oops, not the player.
Player,
Mark inactive dot container dot remove class current player, and in the game board go through everybody for var player I equals 0, player I less than equal to this dot players dot length, player I plus plus, this dot players at player I dot, what do I call that? Mark inactive. And then this dot players at this dot current player dot mark active. So go through everyone, tell them that it's not their turn.
right.
Go to the one person whose turn it is and tell them it's their turn. There's kind of mixed signals like it's not your turn, it is your turn, but who cares?
Yeah, but that's the whole of the game. That's
And then up here in your well, I got cool.
yeah,
Go do play. So now
I think you misspelled inactive. Mark inactive in the HTML. Should be mark. Is it got? Oh no, inactive is one word. Never mind. Unless you called it with the capital A.
so
wow.
well getting updates, but now it's something. So now go to the git gem and see what the hell's going on. Debugger. Close. Don't care about this because well, apparently he crashed.
I'll watch this thing all weekend.
What was that?
Was it the mark inactive?
Mark inactive of undefined. So I think because I went through less than or equal to, should be less than.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That wouldn't cause, that's different from the error other one. Almost certainly. So got a emerald.
There's the box shadow.
So now, yeah, it's kind of funky. So
That's all the players in there.
the new gem is Topaz. Let's go into this function. So minecart,
At Topaz. It's all 0 now. Topaz plus 1.
okay, so that should be plus plus. So now minecart at Topaz
Plus
1. And then the mine data, so this is this, yep, player, mine data, yep, emerald. So when we updated something, we kept blowing away the object or something. So it's actually a problem with the first one. Refresh and close and mine. All right, so Ruby.
Mm-hmm.
So this dot minecart
They're all 0.
at Ruby plus plus. So now the minecart should be normal. It is cool.
Uh-huh.
And this dot mine data at gem dot value. Okay, so points is 0. So that goes forward just fine. Okay, and now points is 4, and this hasn't been destroyed. So far so good.
Mhm.
If this dot minecart sitting is 2, that is almost certainly 0. Yep. Okay, cool. Now update player. This is probably not going to cause any problems. This at minecart at gem, that's just updating the count. Okay. Now this dot mine. Ah ha ha. That's why we are subtracting from an object.
This somebody's object.
We never changed that to count.
Yeah.
So up here, dot count.
Mm.
Okay, turn off the breakpoints, see if it works. Mining gems all day. Not sure why that first one's getting 0. I think the first one's text is not changing at all. But did that? He changed.
The text down below was changing, but not.
He changed that time.
You're right.
Then he changed. Then he changed. Then he changed.
It was like only. Oh, this change.
So it was something else. It was a very unusual circumstance. Maybe because he got no, he got a 1 too.
Yeah, they both got.
Oh, that one just happened. So what did he just get? Fuck, I didn't notice.
Yeah. Oh, it should have been a second obsidian for Dopey.
It might have been.
Oh.
So we got 1.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, nothing happened. Okay, 1 of that. I really should, to make it easy on us, is just console log what the hell gem we're getting. This dot players at this dot current player dot name plus got plus that. Well, that one right. Oh, so it should be obsidian.
Yeah, that one got obsidian. That one got emerald. Got the points for it.
Make sure we're getting console logs. Sleepy got emerald.
Yeah,
Okay.
There's a picture.
Okay. Who goes down to 0? Maybe because they died.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah,
I think it was just the pop up wasn't coming
Yeah.
up anymore.
Yeah,
there
it went
is.
down to 0. Okay, so it should be.
Right.
So now the thing is, once you die, you shouldn't be in the loop anymore.
Yeah.
Right. We're just taking it out.
Pops it from the array.
Well, you don't want to pop it from array because then you have to start again next
Yeah.
round too. So
Just like added up.
you have like you got players, and then you have this dot active players is equal to an array. Well, actually, this dot players dot slice. Make a copy. And then somewhere we need to use active players for the changing of turn. So in the go to next player, it should be active players. Oops, damn it. Players. Although that one marking inactive, I should probably mark them all. Just mark them all inactive
Mm-hmm.
and active player. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So then, now about the active marking. Why is it never?
Now that
I'm getting errors over here.
the shadow ain't coming up.
Every property name of undefined 85. I don't need this anymore anyway, so screw it. Try that too. Okay. Close. Mine. Oh, everybody's fucking getting obsidian. I think it crashed.
There's no active players
No.
at the moment.
That's weird. Oh, I think equal to 0. That should have been fine. It never goes back around. It's just getting not really property add gem of undefined. This because I should be going off this of add gem. Active players. Anywhere else where I gotta change that. Don't need to do that. This dot players. No, those are fine. Those are fine. Those are fine. Those are fine. That should be it. Okay. Refresh. Can't read property, add gem of undefined. Probably because I called it before I made it. Yeah. Let's put this at the top. Oh, okay, so let's just figure out, actually, rather than just changing randomly. Game board 84, breakpoint. Refresh, close, click it.
Diamond.
Active players is
There's
nothing.
nothing in there.
Yeah, so mine gem, why the hell, why is it nothing? Okay, so let's put a breakpoint up here.
Active players on the array.
Oh,
Twice.
wait, what are we adding it to? The player's got stuff in it? No, it doesn't, which wouldn't make, fuck, why am I making a slice then? It's gonna be fucking empty. You are also an empty array. And then down here in add player, it really should add it to both. This dot active players dot push player also. On them both.
Right.
Go away. You also go away. Play. So after someone gets the,
Well,
he died.
Sleepy died.
Mhm.
So now it goes from him, should go to that person. I think.
No, it should be after. The ball shot will be after. So this is still Sleepy's turn.
Still going to Sleepy.
And Sleepy's emerald didn't go down for some reason.
He's still fetching gems.
Yeah, only this one goes down.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so go to new.
So this should
Well,
be active.
goes marks them all as inactive. How about this? Be lazy. This dot last active player equals null.
Is the inactive class not working? Is that what it is?
It might be. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Um,
Because once it goes inactive, it should go into the mark inactive function, right?
well, rather than doing all this, we're just say that the last inactive. This dot last active player is dot. What do I call it? Mark inactive. And then I want to make sure in the beginning it's not, because it's null right now, it'll give me an error.
Mm-hmm.
So every time we add a player, we're going to mark that player as the last inactive player.
Okay.
Because they're the last one.
Right.
So
Right.
at least it won't be empty. And then down here, just whoever the current player is, then you become active, and the last active player is now equal to that person. Right, so we're basically saying like, okay, we just moved on to the next person. So now the next time around, last active player will be the person who was active. So next time around,
They'll be inactive.
they'll become inactive,
Right.
and then the next person becomes active.
Right. Basically, that's cycle.
I don't know if it'll fix the problem, but at least it'll make it cleaner. So down, and then down, and then down. No, give some obsidian,
Okay,
give
so
some.
Grumpy has one. Creepy
Okay.
has one.
Oh, now he's dead.
Grumpy should be overpassed.
So it should go to
He
here.
goes straight to Sleepy.
It did not. Fuck! Okay.
Just murder Grumpy. Mark active.
I don't have to keep having to do breakpoints every time. So where do we die? Where do we die? Where do we die? Where do we die? This dot die. This dot die here.
Yeah, there we go.
Window.ohshit equals true. So when someone dies, then it'll stop. In the game board down here, if window.ohshit, debugger. I don't want it stopping every
Right.
damn
So
time.
as soon as we reach the shit, it'll.
Yeah, as soon as someone dies, and the next
debugger.
time we come to that part, then it'll be like checking.
That's a cool way to use a debugger. Of many ways.
Okay, so now we are on him. We have to do this a few more times. No, don't care about that one. This one's gonna be fine. So after this one. So this one's fine.
Mm.
Now,
It should skip creepy.
right, creepy fucker.
Right.
So the active player, inactive player is
Sleepy.
last
Oh,
active player is
last
sleepy, which is that the right one?
Sleepy second. Yeah.
Sleepy. Okay.
So the last active, which is not.
And then the next one should be the next.
Should we-
Oh,
should
we
we
never
don't be-
removed them.
That's what I was wondering about the array. If you should pop.
It's
it
okay
off
to
the
slap me
array.
around every so
Sorry.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: when they die, now the game has to know about it.
Right, and he has to
Yeah.
remove them.
So, all right. So you put here is basically like kill player.
That's different from die. That can't go in die.
Kills is taking him out of the.
No, because die is in the player.
Mm-hmm.
So the player has to tell the
The
game,
board,
"I'm dead.
so
Take me out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Take me out, coach."
right.
Mm-hmm.
So kill player is basically the game board taking the current player out or the last
Right.
current player out.
Mm-hmm.
So here it says this player does that pass in this dot kill. Oops. Dot kill player.
Right.
And up here, we're gonna put in
Oh, this is
this.
scary and exciting.
This
Right.
dot kill player is equal to this dot kill player dot bind this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna pass this function, this kill player function,
Mhm.
into the player up here as a callback.
Okay.
So when the player gets
Killed.
Killed.
Don't call it.
in player dot die, we're gonna say this. Oh, I didn't save it yet. This way. Up here, death callback. This dot death
Call that.
callback is equal to death callback. Or if you want to name it a different way, is function to call when I die.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And down here in die,
Call it.
and we say, I died. Make me this.
Shouldn't it be? Oh wait, no. Yeah,
Something
never mind.
called.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm passing in myself, the object, this player.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
Sebastian. Oh wow.
Because otherwise I'm calling the function and it's just like heavy breathing. It's like who the hell's on the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have to say, it's me, Dan. Kill me. And so back here in
Yeah,
game
come
board,
remove me from the room.
Very matrixy. Oh, not very. This fell apart.
down here, I have to figure out where they are. So var player index is equal to this dot active players dot index of player. So I'll find where it is, what index position it is. This dot active players dot splice
And
player index comma 1.
then one. Yeah.
So now he's out.
Right.
So now I can get rid of that.
Oh, fucker. Grumpy's about to.
Boy, a lot of people are well on our way.
Is this? This doesn't look very good.
So he's dead,
Right.
Dopey
but
is.
Dopey's dead, so it should skip Dopey theoretically.
but now it crashed or something.
The minecart crashed. Mark active and
Add gem of undefined.
mark active.
Animate those cards to roll out.
So that came from here.
She's like, and like gems out of it pop out. Add gem, new gem.
So what I'm going to do is to make it quicker, I'm going to go to the game board and I'm going to go to the mine gem, and we're going to say the new gem equals obsidian. Just to
That's okay. Got it.
just to get to the point.
Right, right.
Okay, so now
Oh, they're all. Oh,
Any-
no, Grumpy's dead.
any error? Nope, not yet.
Yeah.
But let's make sure that everything went So no error right away. Let's go to here. See if it's being called and everything. Die, 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 die. So now this function is being called, you can see here by add gem called in die in the player, which called kill player in the game.
So for the call stack, does that show that the order of the
Mhm.
functions that okay?
Who called who?
Right,
Mhm.
that's very
That's,
convenient.
yeah,
That
I
is
didn't realize
freaking
that was a
amazing.
feature that we had.
Well, oh wow.
So now we're going to get rid of that theoretically. So now active players is 3 players. That's right.
Right.
Okay, so now where is go to? We'll just go from mine gem. Oh, that might be a reason why. Mine gem, go to new player, update gem count. So breakpoint there. Okay, so go to new player. Current player. Oh.
Yeah, why is there a-
Because we just went plus plus,
Yeah, right.
but the array just got smaller.
Yeah, so I was wondering about
So it keeps adding it back.
Well, it's 4 long, and we're pointing to here,
Is it
Oh, because the
Skips.
length is
but the
changing.
array just went down to 3
right? And this one skips it.
and
Or
went
it
plus
poops.
plus. So, like for example, this guy went away, so it'd go like
So-
this.
Uh-huh.
By pointing here, so I just went forward
So it
to
was the other array supposed
here,
to
but
be-
this is now position 0.
Right.
Right. So should there be like a new array reference instead with the less people?
Well,
Do we even need
whoever just died is the current player.
Right.
So, if we do in the kill player, this dot current player minus minus, so that way it sets it back
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
So when we go forward one, it
Right.
goes to the actual next one.
Right. So it's offsetting the plus plus.
Mhm.
If we don't want to change it, be like, oh, if someone just died,
Right, right.
then don't add it.
Got it.
Make it like, well, it always goes back one if they die, so that way you're always going forward.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so
That's cool.
Yeah.
don't want to see that yet.
It's crazy how things that story seems simple on their own are so can be used so complex in so different ways.
Splites next, okay, and then I want to make sure up here, actually, really just the next player down here, down here, okay. So current player is 0, active player's length. That's not going to change it. Last active player was Grumpy, which was I guess the one over there in the beginning. Yep, that's right.
Yep.
So he goes inactive, takes it away.
Right.
Then active players at current player 0 mark active. He becomes active.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last active player becomes current one. Okay, I don't see a problem, so maybe we fix it. I don't see how, but turn off the debuggers. Uh-oh, and then it goes off the end. Ah! Okay, so where was that error?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we'll do is we know it was a breakpoint basically after someone died and it went off the end.
Right.
So I'm going to go in.
Progress.
New error.
Oh, so shit, I didn't do it as fast. So we made everybody, I don't know if you were here at the time, we made everyone get Obsidian all the time. Just make it quicker.
We're trying to show them to see if it goes in next order.
Two, okay, so in this one, now go back here, turn on breakpoints. Okay, where does it go amiss? Oh, we don't have anything to stop the when there's one like only player left or anything. It's like we're out of players.
Mhm.
That's
Oh.
why.
Mhm.
It's just like, well,
Oh,
go to the
wait.
next player.
Oh.
They're all dead.
Oh, that's why I fell.
There's nothing. Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's basically like
My brain.
apoc
You're all dead.
apocalypse.
Sengoku. Oh, not Sengoku.
Alert! Everyone is dead.
Snow White killed them all.
If
Fade the mic off.
if this dot active players dot length is equal to 0,
Call Apocalypse.
this dot apocalypse.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
And then
But I think generally though, like, yeah, we can keep it here for now. But at
Yeah.
the end, it should be like the last person standing.
Well, they would get a chance to keep going, until
yeah.
they either die or
Yeah.
leave.
That's true.
Right.
Okay.
So they can leave if they want, but sometimes they want to go for it.
Just want to make sure it doesn't
That's
crash
true.
it.
Yeah. Oh.
So get rid of that break point.
Wait, what's Apocalypse doing exactly?
It's just popping up alerts so we know that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because once everybody
It's
is
just so you know.
yeah, once everybody's dead, it's telling you that there's no more active players.
Yeah.
Everyone's dead. Wait, what? Oh, right, the Dobie just got the last one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because it didn't update, but everybody's dead.
Well, because the alert stopped
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Once you do that, then it goes there.
right.
So it's working.
Yeah.
Take out that debugger. So I know that wasn't simple.
No.
No,
But the thing
it's
is,
great.
when you deal with things as a repeating thing, right?
Mhm.
If you just focus on one thing and make it work, and you have it in an array sort of setting, repeating the process for other players is a breeze. Just some then logic you have to work out, right?
And this ties into that whole flowchart you had, right? Of like, what do I have? What do I want? Well, how do I get it?
Yeah. What do I
happens
expect
next?
it to be?
Right,
Did it become that?
right,
Yes, it did. Okay, cool. That's not the error. Next one.
right.
And then like, oh wait, this is an error on this line, but I have no idea what. Like, is this an error? Is this wrong? Is this wrong? Oh, this part's right. This part's wrong. Between there, whatever changed that, that's where the
Right.
error is. So now, you want to handle like mine, and because you got all these handy dandy things, so you should be able to then, in the game, add on a list of people that can, what order they left in, whatnot.
Mhm.
And then once either everyone is dead or left, because if you got the active players array, once they leave,
You have a dead players array.
remove them. Well, you don't even have to do that because they're nuked, right? You got to make that thing pop up. We didn't do that yet,
Mhm.
but you guys can do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You put up something in there to keep track of when they leave, just who left. Have a because in like the player you could have up here be like, oops, this this dot dead equals false, and in die this dot dead this dot dead equals true.
Mhm.
So you can go through there and say, are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? Are you dead? For example, on the minecart, you got the container here. I don't know. Grunge player. Grunge up player. This dot dom elements dot container dot add class kaboom.
Mhm.
Style
Kaboom.
dot kaboom filter CSS filter. Brightness.
Contrast.
We'll make the image completely black. All right, cool. Brightness 20%.
I thought you were gonna add a sound effect.
Soon
I
enough.
thought you were gonna go kaboom.
Kaboom!
Which
No,
other
but this is a
we
good
can
way
add?
to do it. We were trying to put that thing over the div, and
Mm.
this is like better.
They didn't do anything. Players. Oh, I didn't call it.
Yeah.
This dot grunge up player.
Oh,
Mhm. That's awesome.
wow.
Sounds done.
Then you can go through and say, okay, is the active player array empty?
I love that.
If it is, then go through your list and see who's alive, and then get their. Actually, you don't even have to do that because their score went to 0.
Right.
Just add their score. Okay.
Mhm.
I mean, add the score that they had, or
What they have now.
for like
So they'll have
server-
0 if they're dead.
Right, right. I mean, are you talking about for different rounds, or are you just talking about for?
You make like another round, right? So you basically have like current round, and you have like a total score or something like that, and you just keep adding to it.
Hey guys.
Hey.
You guys getting all the hot tips?
We're getting so many hot
We're getting scorched. It's harder than hot.
Nice. Are we still doing final project group announcements this afternoon?
Yeah, at 5.
Oh, at 5. Okay.
Was that not on that in the schedule?
It said 4:30.